Here are 8 things you need to know about the 8th anniversary. We have a ton of rewards prepared for all adventurers joining us for our 8th anniversary. Starting off with the special login rewards, which will give you tons of cronstones and advice of Valks. On the topic of rewards, you might want to redeem this code. The rewards are pretty good. When did you start your adventure in Black Desert? For every year you've adventured, you will receive up to 8 amazing titles, so make sure to show them off during the event. Get ready to cheer with us. A special chat phrase will reward you with 200 cronstones, and the first 800 adventurers to cheer at a specific time will win an Event Adventure Together box. Collect special anniversary seals, which you can hand in for even more rewards. And if all adventurers work together by collecting 30 million, we will give everyone in North America and Europe a super hot time. Speaking of hot time, during the event, we will have some great buffs that get better over time. Look who's cooking. David Finto needs your help to find the cake that he's made for the 8th anniversary. I'm sure he will reward you greatly if you manage to find it. Get your camera out and start taking those screenshots. Travel to the event locations and share your snapshots on our forum. Last but not least, the 8th anniversary stream will be on the 3rd of March. There'll be lots of exciting events to watch and get involved with. We can't wait to see you all in chat. This wraps up the video, and we can't believe it's already been 8 years since we started our journey in NA and EU. Here's to many more adventures to come.
What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another video. So today we just got a BDO special. As you can see, the 8th anniversary is in full swing. Hard to believe sometimes that I've been playing this game for nearly 8 years. I say nearly because there has definitely been some lulls in my activity where I haven't played and just taken a break, but I've somewhat always done some like farming or something like that going on in the background, as you can see I'm doing right now with one of the events from last week that started, which was the Creo's fishing. So you can, excuse me, it's not Creo's fishing, but it's called the Plump Amberjack event. And so you can, just by simply fishing with Creo's, or just without even Creo's fishing rod, but you want to do it with this one because it has some serious durability on it. You can basically collect event Plump Amberjacks for 3 million silver. And the Clio rod will help you because it gives a +5 to fishing level, and then it reduces the auto fishing time, and then you can see it gives you the chance to catch rare fish and big fish. For some of the gurus like myself, that means that you also get an increased chance of catching the plump coelacanths, which can be used to trade in for the weekly quest, the quest per family, and then the you can, once you complete those, you can start selling them for 500,000 silver. The Plumberjacks can be sold for 3 million silver, so that's quite the bit of silver when you start adding that up. Now, this will end next week, I believe it is, when this will just get deleted from during the maintenance. But for now, it's one of the best events that you can go, especially if you're low on silver or looking for ways to be productive on getting silver. Trust me, you can earn billions. So I would definitely jump in and do that. Outside of that, let's talk about some of the things that they've got going on before we get to the update details. So here we get the event Guild League missions. They've made some changes to these, but if you've been interested in the Guild League missions, then, you know, first goals, get 50 kills in 1 week and you're going to earn some cronstones. Second goal, get 120 kills in 1 week and you'll earn some enhancement kit, corrupt oil of immortality, and some cronstones. And then you can see here, curious about the Guild League, extra event number 1, family events for achieving 500 kills in your first 3 wins. Not a bad event. Like, Guild League is not necessarily something that I participate in. I'm more of a life skiller and a grinder, but I am starting to get a little bit intrigued and interested because they're putting a lot of work into making the PvP elements of the game a lot more fun. And so it's definitely making me want to raise that gear score so that way I can participate in these events, which, by the way, for War of the Roses, the gear score has been changed. So you now need to be 800 level in order to do it. They also have, for those Black Desert lovers and cosplayers in us, they have the Black Desert Cosplay Contest 2024 going on. So if you basically post your picture for your cosplay, you have the chance to win an AMD graphics card and CPU. Not bad at all. I would say that's a pretty decent reward. You also can get the Black Desert merch kit as well inside there if you make it in top first place. So like, this is like clearly event like for very nested players, right? But it's a nice event overall. I'm not mad at them for hosting and trying to, you know, curtail to people. So let's jump into the next event, which is Velia's Messenger of Love. So essentially, Messenger of Love is a new journal, adventure log, and you're basically going to get these rewards for completing each page of the adventure log. None of these things appear to be too difficult to complete. So let's go inside here and look at the adventure log bookshelf. This is where you'll find it, and then you'll see here the Valentine's Day adventure log, and you see like they had the Halloween adventure log. So basically, go in there, you're completing like Find Notes Ruben Hid, listen to the people at Luna Halo. Like, these are just basic, like, you know, what I've always looked at the adventure log as just a way for you to maybe hop on a day and then figure out something that you should be accomplishing, so that way you can experience the world, and that way you get events from those. You should be completing your old moon logs anyways. Like, these are really important for your Agris levels, your item drop amounts, and like your family-wide bonuses. So like, I would literally say for any new adventurer, the greatest place to go looking for is basically the adventure log, so that way you can figure out some of the things that you should be doing on a day-to-day basis. If you're not, as they already said from the last update, giving you your second Jatina quest line, so you can get your second accessory inside of here, which, by the way, is a very expensive accessory, because when you weigh out, like, you know, some of the elements that you need to acquire inside here, whether it's the magical shards, the old moon alchemy catalyst, or even your Jonas fragments, and along with your blackstone weapons, these can get really expensive. Is one of the reasons why mine still stays around here, because you're probably netting somewhere probably about 5 to 10 billion. I'm pretty sure it comes just under probably the cost of if you were to just go to the marketplace. Let me open a central marketplace. If you were to just go to the marketplace and try to purchase a one of the accessories. So like, for instance, I'm working on the Ring of Crescent Guardian, and if you were to go and purchase a Ring of Crescent Guardian right now for pin, you're basically about 30.9 million. So you know, you might be able to just grind that and life skill that all the way there. But you know, it's up to you if how you pursue that. But like, for instance, if you just wanted to purchase the 1800 1600 old moon alchemy catalyst, you'd have to go to one of the old moon managers and purchase those, and they're not cheap. I think it was probably like 5 billion silver just to purchase enough of those. And then if you were to look at some of the other elements, like getting the sealed the magical shards, for instance, for myself, with the magical shards, it looks like, you know, I have enough in terms of those, because I have like 334 of them. But if you don't, you have to have these sealed black magic crystals, and you have to heat those. Yeah, heat them, so that way you can then get these magical shards. So, and as you can imagine, getting the sealed black magical shards is not necessarily an easy thing. So like, let me show you what they are. Black magical crystal, I think that's what they were called. I'm calling them magical shard now. I can't remember what the hell they called. Oh, because I'm looking in my normal storage. Let's just go over here. Sealed. There we go. Sealed black magical crystals. And here they are right here on the marketplace. Let me close this. And you can see essentially they're sitting inside there at 2 million. Now, it's not like a guaranteed number of what you will get basically for purchasing these, but at 2 million a pop, imagine you're going to need at least 300 of them. Well, you probably really won't need 300. I was probably say like somewhere, I think probably some, like, it's weird because the numbers isn't just 1 for 1. So you might end up with some that'll give you 3, some that'll give you, you know, 5 or something like that. So it'll be probably somewhere, you know, 250 range or something like that. So you'll need these, and that's going to be a hard ask. So just think about that ahead of time. It's not quite the, you know, give item. It definitely requires you to grind. So so it's there, right? So but that's an event that's inside the game, right? So next up, we've got the Share the Moment of Love Valentine's Day screenshot. I don't really necessarily like this one just so much because it only applies to 20 adventurers who post screenshots. Like, I'm like 20 out of the concurrent base. I think like Black Desert concurrently has at least, you know, probably 1,000 times that amount of players. More than that, like concurrently playing. So for only 20 adventurers posting a screenshot and giving away value packs and blessings of Calma Sylvia and secret books of Old Moon for 15 days, you know, not necessarily so hot. But they do have the items inside the Black Spirits pick, the silvery event which is going on, the event Dark Chocolate, All We Need Is Love, and the Cupid's Halo and Cupid's Candy that you'll be able to basically choose. So to access those, very simple, just make a trip over to the Pearl Shop, excuse me, the Pearl Shop, and then look for the Black Desert's picks, and you can go for silver items, and you'll see those items here. So the silver Cupid pack will net you these: energy recovery, some combat XP, some life XP, and then you'll see the Garnier Firecracker box that, you know, is just a little item. They also have the Book of Training pack inside of here, so if you need to get those 10-hour skills, then you can do those as well, and that's 10 per family inside of here, and this one is 1 per family. I think this is probably like 1 per family every day, if I'm going to be honest with you. So let's please choose the correct amount. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. So you got the Cupid's Candy up here. And then you've got the event Cupid Candy. So we'll go with 1 here. I was like, what the hell? And we'll just purchase the 1. Now, Black Desert always seems to have these events that are going on inside the game, so they're not bad at all, especially like if you're, you know, still trying to level characters in the background. Can't really complain about, you know, getting 10 books of training, so that way you can just auto train your character in the background. Now's probably not the good time. If you have the time, then you should be fishing, because that rod is available to everyone inside your challenge tab. So it'll be here, and you can literally pop that rod out. And so even if you're a basic level adventurer, you're not a guru like myself, then you can basically get those, and literally nothing else is dropping right now except for those, which is a little sucky, right? Because I wouldn't mind having some of the other things drops. I don't know if this is because I'm a guru fisherman, and so my level is just so high that I'm collecting so many of the plump colon cans versus these. But, you know, I guess the weighted difference of not catching some of the goldfish and just catching these fish just makes it easier. Not to mention it helps me so that I would have to reset the log every day. So let's finish this up with jumping and taking a look at some of the update details. I'm first reacting to this right now. I haven't really seen it, to be perfectly honest with you, so I'm not exactly sure what's inside of here. So like I said, the events, we just went through these already. You can see what they are, the guild league missions and so forth. Class changes, so this was one of the big class changes that I saw people talking about. I have never had this happen to me, but essentially I know they're calling this, like, you know, it's like ganking, basically. Like someone basically force attacks you, but instead of taking the penalty because they force attacked you in a zone, the karma penalty, they basically push you into a monster zone, so that way you then take the actual damage and you lose out on your crystals and stuff like that. So I don't know how the system is going to necessarily activate that, but they've taken that out. And like I mentioned as well, the War of the Roses, they changed the gear score from 680 AP plus DP to 700 AP plus DP. And then the Sanctive passives have also been changed, so you can see them here. Basically, you know, some of the AP and damage reduction numbers have been decreased, and then you can see as well here some of the Sanctum zones have also been changed as well in terms of like their abilities for durability increases and so forth. So I think a lot of people probably enjoyed War of the Roses, and I think it'll probably be one of those good events. Like I said, they've been doing a really good job to give people PvP elements in this game as of late, and I'm really happy for that, just because PvP tends to bring more players to a game, if not just because you grind to get to that level to be the best. It gives you something to strive and achieve for, because a lot of players need those achievement titles and things like that. Those feelings of, you know, power basically to have it, and sometimes PvE doesn't provide that. So it gives two different worlds something. And like I said, Black Desert, the reason why I've stuck around with it for 8 years is because there's always something to do. It's just about what you choose to do. So there's been a bunch of monster changes inside here. So like you can see, especially inside Ulukita, so they've basically increased some of the AP inside there. I haven't been to Zerad Highlands yet, so I don't really know how much of an impact this was. Like I was inside of Ulukita before, and especially in the first area, but I haven't had any problems. And then that was pretty much most of what was inside the update anyways. Like, so there's not a whole lot there, even though there's a really massive update. I'm really looking forward to getting that gear set. That's probably the best thing that I'm looking forward to. So let me know, are you guys enjoying this? Are you looking forward to the 8-year anniversary of Black Desert Online? I certainly am. I'm really happy with the game and what it's been offering me for the past 8 years. It's really weird to believe that, you know, 8 years has passed with this game, and I still remember like yesterday when they first released, and they released the trailer for some of the character creations. I have videos up on this channel and another channel of videos of me creating, you know, Darkseid and a few other characters from DC Comics into this game. Maybe that's something I'll continue to do and try to recreate some of the characters and stuff like that by using the tool creator. But enjoying 8 years of BDO. I hope to see at least another 2, and so that, you know, not my life, but I mean 2 for the life of the game, so that way it can hit that 10-year mark and even that illustrious 14-15-year mark like Final Fantasy 14. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.